What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We are about to check out ONEWE's brand new music video called Still Here. I'm very excited. After checking out Aurora, I was very intrigued and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to check them out up until possibly November with all of the stuff that is happening during October, but I was very pleasantly surprised to learn that they are coming back. They're one of the million groups that are coming back in October, so I'm very excited to get into this. As you guys can see, we're just ever so slightly past the actual premiere uh, by maybe like 5 or 6 minutes, so I'm quite early as I'm recording this video, so I'm very excited to get into it. Aurora was absolutely incredible, and I was absolutely blown away. So without any further ado, we're about to go into this. So if you guys enjoy this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon if you want to see some exclusive reactions. The list of all of the reactions is somewhere up here. If you see something that you like, check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Let's get into it. Whew. I made it.
겨우 달래는 바람 소리 뒤에 숨어 널 불러보는 그렇게 매일 하루 끝된 그때의 감정을 느끼다 또 후회하다 웃음이 나다 다시 또 그렇게 잠기다 아직 아닌가 봐 안 되나 봐 나 너 없는 이 빈자리가 믿어지지 않아 채워지지 않아서 다시 또 여기서
You're still with me in my heart of sorts.
언젠간 너 때문에 울 거란 그 말이 맞았어 이제야 그땐 모르고 또 후회하고 다시 또 널 그리워하고 아직 아닌가 봐 안 되나 봐 너 없는 이 빈자리가 믿어지지 않아 채워지지 않아서 다시 또 여기서 있나 봐 아름답게 사랑을 하던 지난 날들을 그리다 문득 떠오를 때면 그리운 마음 줄일게
Damn.
보고 싶은가 봐
This is beautiful.
그런가 봐 나 완전히
Oh, the fill is just. Oh. That pause was amazing. God. Holy smokes. That was absolutely incredible. And it kind of hurts me to know how underrated these guys are, and the fact that this music video, the song itself, is so beautiful. It was so emotional. It is so relatable. Obviously, it deals more on the relationship aspect, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic one because of the person that, I believe the lyrics say, the person that knew me, knew everything about me, is growing apart. So it's not necessarily that death kind of separated us and you still being here, but rather you still being here in my mind as I reminisce about you, as I realize that everything that you told me was true about me, how I'm going to be crying about you, because maybe perhaps there's like a sense of the lyrics say I was unaware and regretful now. So I'm pretty sure that there are many of relationships where things kind of just don't work out. And it's not up until later in life when you start understanding that maybe I was the problem. Maybe I was the reason, I was the inception for this separation, because I couldn't accept the fact that in order for this relationship to work out, it's not just about 50-50, it's about each of us giving 100%. And that's how the relationship would thrive. And instead, I was unaware and I am regretful now, because now it is not until you lose something that you realize what you had in your hands. And obviously, the way that I'm kind of speaking about it, it's more so kind of relates to a relationship, but it relates to just a relationship between two people, regardless of whether there is a romantic aspect to it or not. And it's like literally the lyrics here, you were right about me crying because of you. I get it now. It's not until you lose something that you realize its true worth, which is why whenever somebody dies, all of the grudges that you may have had against that person, suddenly everything just becomes very clear and your true emotions almost come to life, which is why you suddenly realize that I never hated that person. I actually loved that person. It's a very beautiful song. And as I'm visually like them being in this constant white background with the very light clothes, whether it's the light blue or literally the white clothes, it's very uh it's very angelic, just very mature. Like after some time had passed is when I realized that all of these fights and these things that may have happened between us, it all could have been avoided if we acted a little bit differently. Obviously, fights within relationships are unavoidable. No relationship is perfect, but there's a reason that, some people are together for like 10, 20, 40, 50 freaking years. And it's literally not until death that they are separated. It's not about having a perfect relationship. Perfection doesn't exist. And it's something that I wish, would stop to be advertised with, fucking Instagram and YouTube and, pretending like this couple is the perfect couple. And then you realize how much of a shit show it is in reality behind the scenes. Relationships are not about being the perfect couple. The more you see like the perfect couples on social media, the more you believe that it is actually fucking fake. And to me, relationships should last for the amount of time that we see some relationships last is because of like mutual respect. It's because of understanding and compromises, giving it your all, even on days when you don't really feel, or the person that you are with is willing to take the extra slack on the days that you cannot give the same amount of energy that is expected. It's about compromises, sacrifices, and obviously how much do you love that person to stay with them no matter what. And the interesting part about this music video is actually they literally, as they are reminiscing, and there's like this very mature vibe of them kind of understanding that this person that used to be so close to me and knows everything about me is growing apart from me and is gone, but he still that person is still there in my head, and constantly am reminiscing and thinking about the things that I could have done differently. Literally, they say, "What could I possibly do? And will you return if I do?" So that kind of leads you to believe that they would do anything, but at the same time, they don't know exactly what happened. So that leads me to believe that unfortunately the love just kind of died for the other person while they are still madly in love, which is unfortunate. But that's kind of like my understanding. Even the lyrics of them saying, "You were right about me crying about you," like as far as when they possibly broke up or something, like, and pretending to be strong, pretending like this is nothing, but then realizing what you just lost. But then these lyrics of wondering what could I have done to make this different kind of make you feel like they're still very hopeful. And it's almost like they're talking to her, like, would you return to me if I change? But at the same time, what was I supposed to change? Maybe they know and they don't really talk about it in these lyrics. Maybe it's just to further emphasize the fact that they don't know what they did wrong. So it's almost like the love died, and unfortunately, it only did for one person, the one who left. So, very low key, kind of tragic song, but at the same time, it was beautiful. I love their voices. I love the hopefulness within their songs and the very big feel. I love the drum fills. I'm absolutely adoring the drummer of ONEWE. He's absolutely phenomenal vocally. All of these guys, the guy who I called Sassy, uh, is phenomenal. All of them are amazing. It'll take me a little bit of time to really get to know them and mention them by names, but overall, this was an absolutely beautiful song. It was shot beautifully, and I really dig the fact that the music and the lyrics speak so much volume that they don't even need to put all of the extra into a proper music video to show off the story. It's like it's almost like the equivalent of like you listen to these lyrics and you kind of imagine a scenario in your head. Like so it can be as wild of a love story and as heartbreaking as your mind kind of allows you to be, if that makes any sense. Kind of like an audiobook in a way, like the budget is limited by your imagination, and how everything unfolds is all up to you. They just provide the lyrics and the emotional aspect by performing those lyrics. So if that made any sense, I'm not sure, but this was absolutely incredible. Very happy to check out ONEWE again on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you have anything to add, maybe I missed something, maybe I'm completely wrong about the meaning of this song, let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.